Hello, so we are into week 9. But at that 6-week point, I met with the surgeon and he was very happy with the fusion. The fusion process has started. It's a long process, and he reminded me that it's going to take probably 6 months before I can do the kind of day-to-day activities that I was doing before. 12 months before I'm sort of upping my pace and maybe going as hard as I could at the gym and things like that, and then 18 months before the ankle joint is as good as it's going to get. So that's interesting and useful context for me just to have in the back of my mind, because I'm quite impatient as a person, and I'm quite impatient when it comes to the healing process. I've started partially weight bearing through the right leg and ankle joint, and that's going okay. It was quite interesting because at 6 weeks the surgeon said, yep, you can start to partially weight bear, just at your own comfort, as you feel comfortable and as you feel confident. And I remember week 6 going into week 7, I felt like I couldn't do anything without the help of 2 crutches, and that was quite depressing. I hit a bit of a low point, I think, around week 7, because I wanted to be doing a lot more things than I felt able to, and also that the tiredness was still kicking in, so I was still needing to rest more than I'd hoped, I think. But having said that, fast forward a couple of weeks, and just through the natural healing process, I can now put weight through that right foot, that right leg, quite comfortably. I mean, really comfortably using the aircast boot, and more tentatively when I don't have the boot on my foot. But that's good, and I guess just being able to gauge the difference in how I feel week by week is really helpful. So I guess the most frustrating thing for me right now is that when I'm walking with the air cast or with one crutch, or just trying to walk without the crutch, I feel really wonky. So I almost feel like my ankle isn't my own, and I've got one leg which is a different length to the other leg. I feel completely out of whack. And so what this is resulting in is I'm walking in a really wonky way. That's going to be really bad for my back. It's going to be bad for my hips and my pelvis, and just my general alignment. Everything is just going to be out of alignment. I'm doing a bit of yoga each day just to stretch out, just to kind of roll around on the mat a little bit, and just do some gentle stretches, which I'm hoping that will really help with that imbalance. But I suppose I sort of feel like I'm never going to walk properly again, and that's just really playing on my mind. But I know that will come, and I have to be patient. And some people have commented on my other videos to say that actually they're walking loads and people wouldn't even know that they've had an ankle fusion. So that's really, really helpful, and that fills me with optimism going forwards. I've started to see a physiotherapist, and I guess more importantly, my own personal physio program is something I've been thinking about. So getting in the swimming pool, that's really, really great for your whole body, but that felt amazing the first time I stepped back into a swimming pool. Also, my friend has lent me his bike, thanks Andy, thanks G, and a turbo trainer, so we've set that up here in my office, and so I'm able to get on that every day. In fact, that's my phys each morning, is to get on the bike, and I've been doing about 30 minutes on the bike each morning, sometimes twice a day. But that, again, it feels really good just to be working up a sweat, to feel like you're really working out. And more recently, I've started going to a gym. So I've got a sort of personal program which will help with physio and rehabilitation. Thanks Southie, thanks to Carbon Fitness at Red Ruth. and I'm just starting that program. In fact, I'm going in a moment, but planning to do 2 sessions a week, and really hoping that that will just help build my strength again and increase the mobility through the ankle joint. And then on top of that, I'll be seeing NHS Physio as well, just to make sure I'm continuing on the right track. But I think, the surgeon said do what you can within your own sort of confidence and comfort levels. So I suppose I could sit around and not do anything, or I can really try to start to work the joint. Got to go back to the hospital in about 8 weeks just to check on that fusion process and make sure it's continuing to do what it needs to do with regards to the bone structure. But I'm feeling much more positive again now. So I'll update again in a few more weeks. Thanks for watching, and ask any questions that you may have below. Bye bye.